Hey everyone, this is Dan, also known as Dan Central on YouTube. I thought I'd do another collection video, sort of following on from my Mega Drive video. I thought I'd do a video on my Sega Master System collection, just because I've got quite a big collection for that as well, and I just thought I'd show you guys what I've got and see what you guys think. I know I said in the last video for the Mega Drive that I've also got videos up of my NES, Super Nintendo and Nintendo 64 collections. Well, yeah, of course that's true, but I forgot to mention that I've also got a video up of my Philips CDI collection as well. So if you search through my videos, you'll see it for the CDI. So if you're any CDI fans out there, you want to see what my collection is like for that, then just have a look through my videos and you'll find it. I've got loads and loads and loads of games for it. It just went on and on. And you'll see in the video that in the end I had to go through them really quickly because I almost ran out of time. But if you are a CDI fan and you want to have a look at that, then please do. But this video I'm going to show you guys my Sega Master System collection, so I really hope you enjoy it. So anyway, of course, like any collection, you can't have a collection without the console itself to play it on. So there's my Master System there. I've got the Master System 2 model. I opted for that over the Master System 1 just because it's not as big, and it just looks more modern to me. It just looks, it's simple, it's easy. You've got the on and off button, pause button, lift the lid up, put the game in, easy. Whereas I just thought that the Master System 1 version looked quite old-fashioned and just had so many unnecessary things on it, and it just looked horrible. It looked, I don't know, it just looked quite strange to me. Whereas I think this is a lot more modern, a lot more sort of, aesthetically pleasing, if that's the word. And I just really like this one, so I went for this one. And I've also got two of them. I can't actually remember why I've got two and how that happened, but I do. But of course, the advantage of that being, if one does break down, I've still got one that I can use to play more of my great games on. So that's great. And then of course there's the controllers, and all you Sega fans out there will know what they look like anyway. I know I've got the cord wrapped around them, but you've got obviously the D-pad, and then you've got buttons 1 and 2, 1 being the start button, 2 being the action button. So for example, if you're playing Sonic, it would make him jump to the 2 button, and that's the same there. I've also got a control stick for the Master System. It looks like this. Basically there's button 1, button 2, and then you've got this control stick that sort of gives you more of an arcade feel to it, but I don't tend to use this actually very often because it's very tricky to work it. I just prefer to use the joypads because they're just a lot easier to use, I think. I always find playing games with this quite tricky, but I've got that. It's pretty cool. So there's that. And now I'm just going to go through the games and just hope you like them. So the first game, you notice I haven't got a box here at the moment because it's built into the Master System itself, and that is Alex Kidd in Miracle World. So basically all you need to do, you don't need to put a cartridge into the console, you just power it on and the game will just start up automatically straight away. So it's a really good game. Some Master Systems came with Sonic the Hedgehog built in, so you can get Alex Kidd in Miracle World as a separate box game. But these ones have both got Alex Kidd in Miracle World built into them. And it's a really, really good game. So, on to the first of our boxed games. Another Alex Kidd game, Alex Kidd in Shinobi World. A really, really good Alex Kidd game in the series, but very tricky to kind of play your way through. But nonetheless, really good game, and one that I definitely recommend in the Alex Kidd series. Okay, Alien Storm. It's sort of based around the arcade version. The only difference is that there's only 2 characters in the Master System version, whereas in the arcade, which I've played a few times, you get an extra character. You get 3 characters. There's a woman you can play as well, whereas in this version you've just got the robot and the guy, whereas on the arcade version you've also got the addition of a woman, but the woman's not in here. So that's the only difference that I picked up on, but I'm sure there'd be more differences there. But really good game. Black Belt, sort of a kung fu fighting game. I can get quite far in it, but then I always get to the same level. And then I just can't complete it. So I'm trying to get through this one level at the moment, where this boss kind of runs at you and he kind of keeps hitting you with this thing on his head. I don't really know what it is, but yeah, if any of you recognise that level from that really weird description and you want to help me out with that, then let me know. But other than that, I can only get as far as that, and then I keep dying, so I have to work on it. Golfomania. Now, I don't really like sport games. So I'm just not really a sporty person. I don't really play a lot of sport. Only ever play it now and again. So I thought, oh, sport game, I probably wouldn't like it. Actually, it's quite surprising because I did like it. For a golf game, it's really good. There's a lot of holes you can go through, lots of characters that you can play as, and I just really got into it actually, and just really found it entertaining. And for a golf game or sport game in general, I actually was quite surprised. It was actually really good. Now, Castle of Illusion. Now, funny enough, I actually prefer this version to the Mega Drive version. I'll just give you one reason quickly, that in the toy level, which is the second level after the forest level, looks more. It just looks more like a toy level, really. It just looks more. It just looks better. It looks more colourful, and I'll show what I mean. If I get the Mega Drive version of Castle of Illusion, now there's the same level. It just looks quite boring. It's all sort of the one colour, mostly red. There's a bit of yellow there, but mostly they're all sort of squares. And that's it. They all look the same, all the shapes, and that's pretty much it. Whereas in the Master System version, there's two triangles that make up a square and all that, and they're all different colours. You've got reds, blues, yellows, and yeah, I just think it just looks like more was put into that than that, if that makes sense. Could be wrong, but that's just my opinion. I just prefer the Master System version to the Mega Drive version. If I had to choose, funny enough, I would choose the Master System version. So anyway, there you go. But amazing game anyway. Now, cool spot. Now, those of you that watch the Mega Drive video will know that I've also got it on the Mega Drive. There we go. They look exactly the same. Obviously, the only difference being that's got Mega Drive on it, that's got Master System on it. Play very similarly. Obviously, the Mega Drive version is going to have updated graphics, but play very, very similarly. And really good game. But yeah, they look exactly the same, just the difference being that they're on two different consoles. So there's that. Now, James Pond 2 Robocod, absolute classic game, one of my favourite games of all time. All about this sort of orange fish sort of character where he can stretch really high to grab onto ledges, and enables you to progress through the level. They also did release James Pond on the Game Gear and the PS2. I could probably get the Game Gear version out for you. There we go. There's the Game Gear version, and it looks exactly the same as well. It also got released on the PlayStation 2 as well. It's up there. I'll just grab it for you. There you go. It was re-released on the PlayStation 2 as well. A really, really good version as well. And it's great for the people that never had, a Master System or a Mega Drive for that matter, because it's on there as well, to be able to play it on their PS2s. So that was really cool. Okay. Land of Illusion, really good game. There's a lot of Disney games where they've put Illusion at the end, like World of Illusion on the Mega Drive, Castle of Illusion, and now Land of Illusion. So that's quite good, and it's just a really good game as well. Lemmings, classic game where you've got all these lemming characters where you have to try and stop them from killing themselves and get them to the end of the level by using various tools and stuff. Marble Madness, brilliant, brilliant game. You have to get the marble from one end of the board to the next without it falling off the edge. Really, really cool game. Ms. Pac-Man, really good Pac-Man game, based on the arcade. There's no added features to it, it's just as it is. You just collect the pills and that's it. There's no sort of updated stuff like in the sort of more recent versions. Spider-Man, I haven't got a lot of time, so I'm just going to whiz through these. Tasmania, Jungle Book, I've also got this on the Super Nintendo, but it's a really good game. The Lucky Dime Caper starring Donald Duck, really cool game actually for just starring Donald Duck, because normally Donald Duck stars with Mickey in a game or something, but it's quite good to have him on his own. The Simpsons, Bass vs. the Space Mutants. Tom and Jerry the movie, I love that game where you're Tom and you have to try and catch Jerry, which is the main idea of the cartoons as well. Trivial Pursuit, Genius Edition, Special Criminal Investigation, Pac-Mania, which as you guys will know if you watch the Mega Drive video, that I've got it on there. Sonic the Hedgehog, everyone's got to have that, and that's how it compares to the Master System version, so it's the same sort of pose, just obviously with different backgrounds. Sonic 2, now I've got two versions of this, I can't remember why, but I do, so there's that. Sonic the Hedgehog Chaos, and then I've got Taito Chase, which works very similar to Special Criminal Investigation, another copy of Sonic the Hedgehog, and Enduro Racer. So that's all my games. Oh, I think I know why. I think what I used to do is I've got two versions of Sonic the Hedgehog 2 and Sonic the Hedgehog 1, because I remember now, at my grandparents' house years ago, we used to have two TVs in the one room. We used to hook up one Master System to one of them, and the other Master System to the other TV, and then we'd put each copy of Sonic on the two Master Systems, and then we'd try and do time trials where you turn the Master Systems on at exactly the same time, and you both play on two separate TVs with the same game on the same level, and see who gets through the level first. And it was good because obviously Sonic the Hedgehog isn't two players, so you just do it where you have two copies on two consoles on two TVs, and you do it that way. So yeah. So that's my collection, guys. I actually show you all my games are now everywhere. But hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you hopefully soon in another video. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you all soon.